This man ruined a generation of kids. So we've been reacting to a lot of Andrew Tate lately, and that's mostly just because the dude is fucking funny, brothers. He's a comedian and shit, and a lot of people, especially streamers, Fortnite players and shit, like try to debate him and stuff, and it's just funny, and it's interesting seeing the debates. So I've heard of Ludwig before. I'm pretty sure, right? He is a Fortnite player or streamer now, or you know what I mean. But he's in that space that we seen with like XQC and Hassan. So we're just here to see his point of view, but to say this man ruined a generation of kids seems a bit extreme, but let's get into his reasons.
Every couple of months, I'll open up twitter.com and roll my eyes at this stupid meme about how these 4 YouTubers ruined a generation of kids.
Who's that? Leafy, iDubbbz, H3, and I don't know who that is.
As if a single person or even a group of people could ruin a generation of anything. I thought, until I found out who Andrew Tate was, and that's what we're here to talk about today.
Isn't that shit extreme, bro? To say one person ruined a generation of kids, where this dude just lately blew up like a month ago? Come on, that's a little extreme.
Probably
don't you
heard
think?
about the man. He's blown up over the past couple weeks. Andrew Tate,
literally like a month,
even more
bro.
popular
A month.
than Mr. Beast by Google searches right now.
So to say a generation, he just blew up a month ago? Come on.
But he's hot. He's hot. And you might be wondering, who the hell's Andrew Tate? Good question. He's a former kickboxing world champion turned reality star when he joined Big Brother. But then he got kicked off Big Brother because it was discovered that he was beating women. But then the women he was beating said it was consensual and BDSM. So I don't know.
I think we saw that in
and then he was also famous because he was running
a couple days ago.
Online fan cam service. Basically, he was a pimp for women online, and they were selling relationships to men and farming them for all the money they have. It actually made him millions and millions of dollars, but he quit. Not because he felt bad and was the whole "I'm not your friend" thing. It's because the Romanian police raided his house, and there was claims that.
Wait, so all these tabs over here, bro? God damn, this man really did some research. Up, all these tabs are gonna be coming to play. Watch, I bet you. Yup, Andrew Tate, Aiden Ross, Hustles University. Damn, we're in for a long journey in this one.
And I don't think anybody wants that heat. But why are we talking about him now? Why is he hot right now? Why is he so controversial that a man named Andrew Tate had to change his name on Twitch because he was getting so much hate? Well, the reason is his new venture, Hustlers University, basically selling a lifestyle to mostly teenaged boys. He is a powerful, strong, rich man.
Actually,
He's trying to tell you.
That's why he's helping all these streams, because most of the demographic for these streams is like kids from 13 to 18, maybe 25 max. You know what I mean? So that's a good point.
The average man, that you can have this lifestyle if you just follow his class. Here's a real clip, by the way, of him advertising it.
I get called Morpheus a lot. I get called Morpheus all the time in my DMs because I'm trying to wake people up.
All
if the
the
Matrix
time.
is real and
All
you
the
are
time.
watching this video, I am Morpheus.
I get called really, really tall and funny all the time. I'm not making this up. This is super real. Now, Andrew Tate, if that was all he was known for, wouldn't be someone we would be talking about today. But he's also a man who has very, very controversial takes. And smartly, he doesn't always spout these takes on his own streams. He goes on media tours of random podcasts and says them there. Takes like this.
I was getting on a plane, and I could see through the cockpit that a female was a pilot. And I took a picture, and I said, most women I know can't even park a car. Why is a woman flying my plane?
Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. He's also said that women can't drive because
Is that crazy, though? Is it really crazy, bro? Like I'm saying, with this shit, bro, people just, it's normal for people to do shit just because someone doesn't have their opinions, you know what I mean? Or to start talking, shit about people or try to cancel them just because they don't share their opinion. That's crazy to me. Trying to cancel somebody just because they don't share your opinion, that's fucking crazy. Why don't we just not give a fuck about their opinion? Why don't we make that fucking normal, bro? That's what's crazy to me. People trying to fucking cancel somebody just because their opinions and shit, bro. That's just his opinion. What the fuck does it matter? How does that shit affect you, bro? That shit shouldn't have no fucking.
He's been in 5
nothing,
car accidents,
you know what I mean?
and every single accident was with a woman driver. And also him driving, but I don't think he's noticed that consistent variable. He has other gross things like this.
Person who feels like they need therapy, you're useless. Because in the harshest realities of this cold world, there are people in Syria whose entire families have been blown to fuck, who are still getting up every day, making fucking bread and selling it on the streets so they have enough money to buy a new pair of sandals sometime next year.
Forget about the Jordan Peterson make your bed. We've moved on. It's time to make bread, fellas. If you're not making bread, you're a beta bitch, all right? And that's just the fact.
So he completely did not get the point, which I'm telling you, most people don't get the point of what he's saying, right? In that example, it wasn't about him making bread. It was just about continuing to fucking live, right? Like he said, there's a lot of hard shit that goes on in the world, bro. In the world that you wouldn't even think is fucking possible. And yet they still get up and, you know, continue to fucking live and shit, bro. Which, you know, especially here, bro, like in America, bro, people, especially teenagers, right? Oh, I'm fighting demons, so that I'm smoking weed, I'm doing drugs, I'm doing all this shit, bro. And you ask them, like, what's the demons, what's the problems, bro? They can't fucking give you an answer. They just get addicted to it because they see all the fucking rappers and shit doing it. They want to try it, then they get addicted. And then the rappers are fighting demons, bro. You know what I mean? They get influenced by fucking music and the rap scene, and that's why they start doing this shit. So I can agree with that. That there's a lot of weak people, you know, a lot of weak kids who are easy influence. So that's the point he's trying to make. It's not the fucking making bread shit, bro. You just completely went up with the fucking point that he was trying to make.
And it all kind of came to a head, him having this career of Hustlers University and trying to sell this lifestyle. And then the Twitch sphere when he hopped on Aiden Ross's stream. And this was a huge, huge stream. And from my perspective as a guy who's pretty confident in his morals and his ethics and what guides me as a human, it was pretty fucking funny. I mean, here's a clip from it.
My neighbor, she's only.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. This dude is funny as fuck, bro. He's really a comedian and shit, you know? So I think that's what people should look at him as.
Some 15-16-year-old girl lives a couple of houses away. Yeah. I hope she ain't watching because she was looking for a cat the other day and my pit bull ate it. So,
oh God.
Come on, bro. You can't be laughing if you're gonna try to fucking debunk this shit. You know what I mean? Come on, you gotta keep in character, bro. I know the reason you're doing this shit too. You know what I mean? All these streamers and shit. Oh, I'm doing this video so, you know, people can realize, you know, you're doing this shit because you know it's gonna make you money. You're doing this shit because you know it's gonna pull in views. So let's not fucking act like we don't know the real reason you're doing this shit.
Don't come inside. But cats are such arrogant little fuckers. They must have read the sign and thought, fuck this guy. They're either too stupid to read or they're arrogant and ignored me.
For sure.
I thought cats were fast, but it turns out pit bulls are faster. My cat.
Okay, so that's the GTA NPC that is Andrew Tate. And that stream was big. And there was kind of a problem with it. Aiden Ross said yes to every single...
Bro, like somebody else said this shit. Are we really expecting Aiden Ross to fucking say anything contrary to what his guest is saying? Bro, we seen Aiden Ross get fucking bitched by every single rapper that he invites. Didn't T Grizzly throw him in the fucking lake? And then Choppa was doing some shit with him too, you know what I mean? So if we're expecting Aiden Ross to, you know, to fight or debate with Andrew Tate or to not agree with the shit he's saying, bro, you're fucking stupid. Like, you're fucking stupid if you think he's gonna do that shit.
Spitting out even the sexist shit. And the problem with Andrew Tate is he doesn't only say dumb shit, crazy shit, funny stories. He also ties in some pretty basic life lessons, like this one.
You ever seen anyone with a vape? Have you ever sat in a room? So we go, wait, let me just go. My vape's done charging. Load it up. I mean, I smoke cigars, but I know what the fuck I'm doing. Give me a big fat cigar. I'm risking cancer to look like a mafia boss. Fine. I'm not sitting there smoking cigars and going, I can't believe this is bad for me. No, like these fucking vape bullshit children. And what kind of parent lets their 16-year-old vape anyway?
Fair.
If I had a 16-year-old son, he's like, I got a vape. Get the fuck out of here, vape. Do some push-ups. You ain't got time to vape. You got to do push-ups. You ain't got time.
And so he has these like pretty basic tidbits of truth bombs, of knowledge. And then he ties it in with charismatically told funny stories. And then he drops a few little sexist remarks in there. And all of that led to his chat, Aiden Ross, that is, Wing everything that Andrew Tate would say. And Aiden Ross,
you know why he's doing that shit,
along
bro.
with everything
you
as
know
well.
why he's doing it.
And it led to 266,000 people watching at once. So I kind of get why Aiden Ross didn't really push.
Bro, come on. You see those numbers. You see the greens, right? 101% up. 201%. You see that shit, bro. You think you're going to stop the momentum? You know what I mean? Like, Aiden just cares about content and about clicks and shit, right? So, like, he's going to do whatever it takes to get that shit. And if that's agreeing with all the stuff he's saying, even if he doesn't agree with it himself, he's going to do it.
looked back, he was probably too busy staring at the viewership number. I mean, he went so far to yes and everything Tate was saying.
At least we're going
they
down
had
on
this
the
insane
tabs
moment.
now. We're a little
Let
bit
me
less
ask you a
tabs.
question first.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the clown that hides from gay people?
No.
Come on, bro. This trend is so hard not to laugh. Like, you know he's a fucking comedian, bro.
Of course.
So why are you
not.
taking him serious?
Stupid shit. But it's a problem too, because he takes
Shit was a fucking
advantage
joke.
of the people who are watching. These people who look up to Tate because he's strong and he gets women and he has a lot of money. They're going down, I think, a bad path. A path where they're listening to one man to pull all their ideals from. I mean, look at this clip. This is, I
Like
think,
I said earlier, bro, a lot of kids are weak-minded, you know what I mean? And they get easy influence. So, yeah, I could agree with right, it being hurtful to the kids being influenced by him, because they might start believing, you know, especially the women shit, bro. Like, yeah, that shit's bad, bro. If kids now start thinking that's how they should treat women and shit, that's as bad. But as far as other things go, as being a man, you know, and like adding value to yourself, I feel like that's a good thing. So it's just like, it's a mix, right, of good and bad things that he's
one of the
talking
best
about.
examples of Tate farming that string and trying to get people who are lonely to go take his class.
I think most women can actually genuinely understand how lonely the majority of men are.
Bro, this dude wants to set a narrative so bad, right? Like, he took this clip specifically out of like a 1 to 2 hour podcast that he says men are lonely, which, if you think about it, that shit is true. Like, compared to women, right? Women will always have attention, bro. There are genuine ones and twos out here with kids and shit getting attention by 10 dudes, bro. There's not a single dude who's a 1 or 2 getting attention from anybody. You know what I mean? There's dudes working regular jobs and shit who don't get no attention, no DMs from females. So that's true, bro. On average, guys are more lonely than females.
And you need to truly understand, if you're Joe Schmo, average in nearly every way,
What did I just fucking say?
in Starbucks working,
Bro, I just said this
you
shit.
ain't getting a DM.
I just said this shit.
You
What if
girls,
they already
you
have
girls,
their
you
wife?
girls will never be lonely. As much as you might be unhappy with the possible suitors, you can at least fuck about.
Yeah, like,
Or
they're still gonna get
that
the attention.
There are men out here in the world who have genuine loneliness.
This video has 10 million views. Now, obviously, women can also be lonely. All right, the guy who's working at Starbucks who gets no DMs, maybe if you're looking at the hot girl in class who's going out, you'll be like, oh, all women are going out. There's a girl in your class who's probably feeling the same way you do.
No, bro. No. So, I mean, at least from my experience, right? When I was elementary in school and shit, bro, there was always that 1 or 2 kid who got no fucking attention, right? From any girl in the class. I bet you he was like looking at the other girls and shit, but no girl was giving him any attention. No girl was trying to talk to him. You know what I mean? No girl was even looking at him. So I get the idea, right? The idea is nice. I'm thinking that, hey, like, I'm looking at over here and there might be somebody looking at me like that. But in reality, there's cases where there's guys that don't get that shit at all, bro. They don't get no looks, no attention. So
It might disproportionately affect men. I don't know. I'm not a man of the studies. But all I do know is that his solution for this is, I am rich, I get bitches, I have Bugatti. Give me $50 every single month, and I'll tell you how to be exactly like me. That's what they do. $50 a month. Now,
why are we saying like that shit's a lot, bro? People spend that shit on fucking food every single day. You know what I mean? So, yeah, right, they're getting influenced to buy that shit. But, bro, it's not like they're fucking spending their life savings on that shit. And they're spending $1,000 on a fucking course when we know the fake guru shit. You know what I mean? It's $50. So, you know, they could get in it. They could see maybe that shit's a bunch of bullshit. And then they get unsubscribe or whatever, bro. Like, $49 ain't fucking something to cry over about. You know what I mean? So, I feel like that's what most of these people who are saying this shit, right? They're like, oh, they're paying this much money. Bro, that's not a lot of... People spend that shit every day on fucking food. On gas. Fucking to buy a video game. More. So this is actually less than that shit. You know what I mean?
a couple of months ago, there were 50,000 people who were signed up for his.
And still, right, if it was a bunch of bullshit what he's teaching, which I don't know if it is or not, he would have no, like, retaining subscribers, right? People would just unsubscribe right away or after, like, a week or some shit, bro. So, like, if it was total bullshit, which I said, I don't know if it is or not, somebody, hey, if you guys are in there, let me know down below. Is he actually like, is it valuable, or is it just because of the whole referral affiliate, you buy it now, I'll send you a link and you'll get, you know what I mean? So
It's $2.5 million every single month. It's like 25 mil a year. Imagine now, after the blow up, it might be 2, 3, 5 times that amount. He's not going to stop. Why would he? He's only getting praise from a lot of teenage kids online. The only real pushback I've ever seen of Tate was from this one podcast he did with Portnoy on the BFF's pod.
You say a lot of stuff about women like that they're your property.
That's not what I said. I was talking about an OnlyFans company when that question was asked. But I said that if a woman is going out with a man, she belongs to that man. That's his woman. So she wants to do OnlyFans. She owes him
which
some
is his
money 'cause
property,
she's
right?
his.
Well, that's crazy.
It's crazy.
That one's crazy.
If
It
you
is
yeah,
try
like
to
I'm
think
saying, bro,
that-
I don't really agree with the women shit. He just contradicted himself. That's not my property, but she belongs to me. So what is she? That's kind of like property, right? So
A man going out with a girl that's just your property.
That one was nuts.
I'm nuts now. Good.
If a guy and a girl is dating and a girl does OnlyFans, she owes him a cut.
She is his girl.
But this is the hypothetical, right? The hypothetical was you're dating a girl, right? She wants to do that and you can't break up. What would be your solution? And that's his solution. So, like, again, people just fucking, they do the most, bro. Instead of just saying, okay, that's an interesting response. Let's move on. Because it doesn't have nothing to fucking do with me. It doesn't affect me any fucking way. Oh, instead, they want to fucking try to cancel him for a hypothetical situation where they could just not agree and move the fuck on, bro. Like, I don't understand why people want to change other people's opinions so bad when it has nothing to do with them. Like, it doesn't even affect them.
What does that have to do with anything?
Because she's his.
So that is you saying that women are your property.
It's not about being property. It's about the fact that she belongs to him and the intimate parts of her body belong to him because they're in a
bro,
relationship.
I mean,
and if she wants to sell
that's
those,
the same
she has
shit.
a stake in those intimate parts of her body.
So it's reverse. A male porn star owes the woman.
I don't know because I think the women belong to the man. I think the woman's
Yeah,
given
that's
over to the man.
inherently where you get called sexist for.
No, it's not property. It's just she belongs to me and she is mine. It's not property. No one else can have her and she's mine. Now the problem is that this Tate character that he puts on, and I don't think it is a character in the sense that he doesn't believe these things. I think it's a character in the sense that he uses his charisma and he makes up stories and he tries to sell it in a way that is more palatable. It gets a lot of weird followers. Now, you've probably seen Tate clips online. When you see them, do me a favor, check to see if there's a description
The referral
that
link?
has a referral link to his course. It's kind of like a little baby pyramid scheme because they have referral links like early days in Uber, and all these alpha males try to make a little bit of bread by getting their other lonely friends to hop on the trend so they can all get rich. And it creates weird ass copies like this guy.
You want to learn about Houses University, eh? You're a young male or an Apache attack helicopter. Tango down. Or a female. God help us all.
What?
Who are like devoid of all of the charisma and only have the shitty qualities. Not to say Tate's a good person, but that guy's a goddamn robot. The only thing he shares with Tate is his bald ass head. And I'm kind of scared of this.
Nah,
honestly.
bro. Yeah, he was trying to copy his fucking.
I can watch Tate and
way
I
of
can laugh
talking.
about it and then move on because it's not going to impact how I feel about things. I've kind of formed my identity over 27 years and it's still changing. I still like to challenge my ideas by looking at new things, talking to new people, reading new books, whatever it is. But there are people, and I think this is so beta, who give this man $50 and then subscribe to every single thing he says. It blows my mind. I don't get it. Growing up, I wanted someone who could guide me. My dad died when I was 10, and I found that in Woody's gamer tag. He did a series called Mail Monday, and I think I was really lucky. Because if I had watched someone else,
That's
like
a name I
12
haven't heard in a
years ago,
long
15
time,
years
bro.
old, I could have gone down a
Woody's
weird
gamer
path. I could be a
tag.
weird
Holy
fucking
shit.
guy who probably would have joined a frat and only cared about fucking bitches and hedonistic goals, trying to make my life right now happier. And not like better things that give you more fulfillment in the totality of your life. This guy was an absolute legend. He's the guy who inspired what my channel is today. I mean, originally, Mogul Mail Monday, it was supposed to be letters from you guys and I would give advice to it. I found out pretty quickly that all of you guys just want to figure out how to deal with breakups, and I feel like I've talked about that. Or you have problems that I don't feel like I have the expertise to talk about. So instead, what I like to do is just turn on the camera for 15 minutes, talk about something I'm interested in, and inject how I feel about it. But the one thing that I'm down to do that I wish someone like Tate would be down to do is be challenged. I'm not here to tell you I'm the alpha. I know everything. Listen to me. I'm here to tell you how I feel about a thing, and I've been wrong in the past, way wrong.
But isn't that what Tate's doing? Like, I don't believe Tate is really trying to enforce his ideas or anything, right? Like, he's just, every podcast he's on, they ask him, right, the questions and stuff, and he responds. But it doesn't seem like he really tries to enforce his ideas or his beliefs onto you. So, like, that's what I'm saying. If he is trying to enforce them, then I could agree with that. But I don't feel like he's trying to enforce his ideas. He's like, if you agree with me, right, you could join this, you could join that. But it doesn't say you need to do this, you need to join this to wait, you know, to wake the fuck up or whatever, bro. He says if you align your ideas with mine, or you don't hate me, you agree with my stuff, then join this. He's giving you the option. He's not forcing you or trying to make you. You know what I mean?
I'm not just talking about like Batman bad takes. I've had dumb things that I've said. Coinbase sponsorship, just to start. But I'm okay with being challenged. I always say at the end of the video, let me know how you feel. Let me know if you disagree. And I do read the comments that are kind of filled with bots these days. Kind of need to fix that. And
Yeah.
and I'm worried. Just worried about a future generation.
Click
So,
my
if
fucking.
you have a friend who's
account,
Tate
all this
pilled,
bullshit.
talk to him. Let him know. Maybe you think it's whack. You can tell him it's whack. Maybe you don't think it's whack, but ask them why they feel that way. And at least engage in discourse. Maybe there's some positive you can do from that. Anyway, that's all, boys. That's the Andrew Tate thing. Didn't think I was going to talk about it, but it's blown up so much, and it doesn't seem like it's cooling down. I had to.
You know why he had to do it, bro. You know why he had to do it.
If you're Tate pilled,
Because the views, right? The views is going to bring in from the subject. He's generating all the fucking interest, right? All you got to do is talk about him. Is going to bring in the views. So let's not act like you're trying to do this for the actual like good reasons, right? To combat him, or you know what I mean, bro. You're doing this shit because it's gonna get you more views, more money. You know what I mean? We know what it is. So just say it, bro.
why? And see you later. See you in the next one. Don't know what it'll be, but sometime soon. Subscribe if you want. I don't care. Bye.
But I never thought of it that way, right? Because I forget how easily people, especially kids, are, right? So that was a really good point. But see, because I'm not like that, so I don't have that type of mindset, right? Like, I'm not easily influenced by influential people, I guess, you know, celebrities or whatever. So like all this shit he says, I never once thought, hey, like, he might be right. Let me buy his course and let me idolize him, right? Like, I never had that idea in my head ever. When I seen him, I was like, this dude's a comedian. He's an entertainer. He knows what he's doing, and the motives are, right, to build up his shit, to build up his following, you know, all this stuff, and to, you know, just people. He says crazy shit to get attention, which I knew off the bat. But most people don't realize that shit, bro. Like, even these streamers don't realize that shit. They're falling into his fucking plan, right? They're doing these reactions. They're trying to debate him. You know, they're just putting more eyes on him. So all the kids who you say to ruin him, they follow you, and now you're giving your platform to him in a way, right? You're giving your audience his exposure, and of course, some of the audience is gonna go to him to see what the fuck he's talking about. Some might even agree with him, or you know, so like to say he's ruined the generation of kids, or you know, he's influenced a bunch of kids, bro. You have the same thing. You're influencing the same kids. So like when you talk about a person like this, you're just transferring some of them to him. So you're doing the same shit, bro. And you guys need to understand that most of these streamers, right? These YouTubers and Twitch streamers and shit, bro. They don't really give a shit about the ideas and stuff, bro. They know if they engage with him or they make videos about him, especially with Hassan, bro. You've seen we did that reaction to Hassan. Hassan is posting like 10 times a day about fucking Andrew Tate and shit, bro. And you know why? It's not that he really gives a shit about the stuff he's saying. It's because all the fucking views and money he's making from reacting to him, talking about him, bro. So like, at the end of the day, right, they're content creators, right? They're streamers, they're YouTubers, whatever. Their job is to give views. So what do? If there's somebody getting more fucking Google searches than Mr. Beast, you're gonna talk about him. Because you know that's gonna make you money, that's gonna boost your subscribers, your views, on all that stuff, bro. So like, you guys need to realize, bro, that some of these people, they just care about the views, the attention, you know, that they're gonna get from talking about the subject, when they might not even give a shit about actually how Tate, you know, this person or that person, and try to get you to get out of his ideology or his beliefs or whatever, bro. They just care about getting those extra views in. But I agree on his point of views, right? That, I mean, he tries to say that HU isn't his angle or whatever, bro. Like, it's not, he doesn't care about making money, but bro, like, come on. We can see that HU is your most profitable business, and that's why you keep referring to it, bro. Like you say you don't want to make money, okay? So why don't you make it like $1, you know, or why don't you make it free, or whatever, bro? So I feel like his goal is really to just keep getting subscribers to HU and all that shit. And like I'm saying, all these YouTubers, all these streamers are feeding into that, right? They keep talking about him and HU, which you know that some people are gonna fucking join it just to see what the fuck it is. They might not even agree with Tate or like him, but they're gonna join it because you talked about it. I mean, we won't really be able to tell until, like, you know, a few years from now when all this shit's in the past and, you know, we reflect back and to see what he's doing and what he's up to now. You know what I mean? Because, bro, he really just blew up like what, a month ago, right? So that's kind of crazy to think about. He's got to this level in about a month. So we just gotta wait it out. Just for everything, you know, time takes care of everything. So we'll see. But yeah, you guys let me know what you guys are below. Do you guys really think that Tate ruined a generation of kids? Or if not, do you guys support Tate and, you know, the stuff he talks about or not? Let me know down below. I really don't care in terms of like trying to get you to look this or you think this way or get on this idea or this idea, but like I don't care. I'm not gonna try to change your mind on anything. You know what I mean? I just like hearing your perspective or, you know, what you guys believe or whatever. But leave it down below in the comments. If you have any other videos you want me to react to, leave it down below in the comments as well. But that's gonna do it for this one. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.